Hello and welcome back to my channel, J.I. Colorist. My name is Jody and howdy. I hope everyone is doing really well. I am filming from vacation. I am off for a couple of months house sitting for my sister in California. So this is a new setup for me. I am on their dining room table, so I'm hoping there is enough light and that my filming setup works for everyone. But be patient with me if things go a little rocky, but hopefully I think it's going to be great. Today is our Whimsical Wednesday, and it is also Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there who is celebrating a little bit of love between people, and even if it's just love with your dog. For friends or family too, so I'm celebrating with my dog Daisy today. And maybe I'll pop a picture of Daisy in here if I remember to do that. I am going to be coloring a picture from A Million Cute Animals. This is one of my 5 books to work on to complete this year. It is by Lulu Mayo. And I am going to be doing this page here, which are 2 birds, and I envision that they are at a wedding. So a couple of lovebirds, not really sure what kind of birds they are. I'm going to do them as bright and colorful. So probably not realistic, which is also something fun for me. I have pre-done the background before leaving Canada, and I used some ink with a dry brush and some washi tape. So I've got some green ink on the bottom and some sky on top, and then some blue washi tape with gold hearts on it. And that's what my background's going to be. So quite often I do not do my background first, but since I was going to be away and I wanted to complete a few pages, I have done a couple of backgrounds already. So that explains that. We are also going to be playing some trivia this week. I did bring a handful of cards with me from the game I Should Have Known That. So we are going to have a couple of things. And what I'm going to do with the cards is I will insert a picture of the cards during the video, and then at the very end of the video I will have a picture of the answers in case you hear me speaking the answer, because sometimes I know that my voice can go in and out. So I thought that I did that last week, and I think that worked really well with having the answers at the very end. That is the plan for today. I will zoom you down. I also want to, I'm going to be using, I have 2 sets of pencils here at my sister's house. I have the Blick Studio pencils that I brought from Canada back in November, and I left here. And then I have also purchased, I saw this on Tammy Colors 2 and also on Jojo Zohana's page. They are mechanical colored pencils. This one is by 4 Candies. That is the brand. And they're both the same. They're mechanical pencils. There's 36 in the set. It's the lead. It works just like a mechanical pencil. You can slide it in and out. There is a number on the tip. This is a hard tip. It's not a eraser. There's no branding anywhere else on the pencil, but it did come with a pencil case. It also came with an eraser, which I haven't opened up yet, and it also came with a set of replacement leads. So those are the pencils I'm going to use today. It also has, this is the pencil sharpener, and if I need to sharpen, I'll show you how I use that during the coloring. That's the plan for today. I hope everyone is ready for a little bit of coloring and for our Whimsical Wednesday, and this is what I'm calling a wedding. Okay, let me zoom you down. As I mentioned, the 4 Candies come in 36 colors. Did come with this swatch chart, so I did swatch them out, and these are the colors that I'll be using on the page. It's quite a vibrant, cheerful color palette. Pretty happy. They do have a gold and silver at the end, kind of metallic-y. So the silver is a little bit more shiny than the gold, but I also have some gel pens here, so if I really want to bling up the page, I'll be reaching for a few gel pens. But that's the swatch chart, and I think I am going to start with some green and Just going to color the leaves here a little bit, get those started. I have done a couple of pages using these pencils already, and I quite like them. They seem to lay down pretty easily. I can blend with them, so it's a great alternative. They're not light fast pencils or anything like that, but sometimes you just want some fun coloring. So I hope everyone is, like I said, having a great start to your week. I have pre-filmed my Sunday videos for this month, so in case you're only watching Sunday videos, you won't hear me reminding you about my 2,000 sub draw. So it is in the video description, but I will remind you on my Wednesday videos that there is a draw for you, and there's a link in the video description for you to enter my draw. Okay, I'll finish off these small leaves just with the one color, and then when I get to these larger leaves down here, I'll bring in a couple of colors and do some blending. So let me finish these small leaves and I'll be right back. Okay, I've done the majority of the small leaves. I'm going to come back. I've left some white at the tips of a lot of these leaves, and that was on purpose because I want to come back with my lighter color and see if I can get the light on there so I'm not getting shadows. And I'm going to come in with the lighter green and just fill in any white pieces that were on there. I have also sharpened this pencil a little bit. So if you'll notice, this pencil here is quite squared off and stubby, and that's how they start. And then this one I had sharpened, so it is got a sharper tip. And the sharpener, I might as well just show you that right now, is, zoom you out, it is a long tube, and this is the catch basin for all of the shavings. And all you're going to do is pop the top off, and there is a hole that you slip the actual lead into, and you simply sharpen it, and you can get quite a fine point if you want. I don't go super fine because you're just shaving off actual product. So that's how to sharpen them, and then you can get back to coloring. These are a little bit waxy, these pencils, for sure, but I actually don't mind. It's kind of nice to, as they blend well and they glide across this paper, no problem. I find that most pencils work well in the Lulu Mayo books. I tend to use polychromos, but I have used the Artex 126 set, and I've used the Cretacolors, and now I've used the 4 candies. So I might just end up calling them the mechanical pencils, because I have a similar set of these mechanical pencils without the replacement leads in Canada, and so I wanted to get another set here because I do enjoy using them. I'm going to grab a darker green now, and I'm going to start on some of these larger leaves on the bottom. So there's a bit. So this is a darker green. Actually, that's my middle green. Here's my darker green. I'm going to do the darker near the base, and then kind of up the vein of the center. Then I'm going to come in with my second green. So this is my mid green. And then my light green. Just blend all of the greens together, and keeping the lightest just around the very edges, not the very tip. And if I want a little bit more darker at the base, just come in at the end. And I haven't needed to use Gamsol much because these are quite waxy and they seem to blend and smush together quite readily. So that's how I'm going to do these larger leaves. You have to comment below if you have ever colored with mechanical colored pencils before. This was my first set this year, and I originally saw them on Jojo Zahana's page, or YouTube channel, sorry. And I thought those looked awfully interesting, and I liked them because I color in the vehicle, or when we used to take trips, so I'd like to be able to color kind of anywhere, and the mechanical pencil just seemed like a really good option, because when you do sharpen them, you're not getting a lot of you're not sharpening away the lead of the pencil, so they always stay the same size in my hand, which is nice, because if you've seen me color with my polychromos, you'll notice that they're very stubby. And then I need pencil extenders and everything else. So okay, I'm going to go ahead and finish off the rest of these leaves. I'll be right back because this is just repetitive. All right, see you shortly. Okay, the greenery is done, and I'm going to move on now to the actual birds. Now, typically the male bird here, he's got the bow tie, so, and he's larger. They are the colorful bird in the animal species, and the female is usually a little bit duller or brown and stuff. But this is a coloring book, and I can make my birds any color I want to. So I'm going to make both of them colorful. I might make him a little bit brighter and her a little bit more of a feminine, lighter shade. So I'm thinking I would like to take a look at here, and I really like some of these teal colors, and the blue colors are quite nice. We also have a couple of reds and pinks, and then a purple, three purples. So I do have some options. I do not have my color wheel here with me, so I can't be using that. So we were gonna go, and I've already got blue up here on the washi tape, blue and gold. So I do want to keep that in mind as well, because I don't want everything to clash. So I think I might go with 29 is a darker blue, and then 23 is kind of, so I might pull out these blues here and start on the guy. Okay, I'm back, and I have also put on a sweater. It's a little bit cold, so I'm using the light blue. This is number 35, so I might just put this off to the side here. And while we're coloring this, I'll start with some trivia questions. I will put the picture on screen. The first question is, how many legs does an ant have? An ant, A-N-T, obviously, and not a person. So the insect, ant have, I'm going to say 6. A spider has 8, so I don't think an ant has as many as a spider. So I'm going to say 6, and the answer is 6. Woohoo! Okay. We did have to study ants in biology. So back long years ago, I graduated high school in 1984. So this is my 40th anniversary that I have been out of high school. And I just thought of that last week, and I thought, wow, that's a pretty big milestone. So comment below, have you ever been back to a high school reunion? I went to my 10-year high school reunion, but I have not had one since. Next question is, what currency is used in Russia? And I think it's called a rupee or ruble, as far as I know. I could be wrong. I have never visited that country, so, and it is a ruble. So that is 2 correct answers, which is, if you've been watching me in the past, that's pretty incredible. Okay, I'm going to bring in my light brown. It's been fun seeing how everybody has been answering with how many questions they got right on the trivia in the comments below. So let's keep that going. If you're playing the trivia, let me know how you do, because it's been fun so far. Okay, let's bring in a brighter blue. Okay, our next question is, what do you call the nose of a horse? Okay, I'm going to say muzzle. And let's see. Yes, M-U-Z-Z-L-E. Correct. Our family and we did own horses, and I rode horses as a teenager. Okay, let's pick a contrasting color. It is the boy, so let's do a little bit deeper of a brown. Let's see, 56 would be good. So I've used 53, and I did like that. So maybe what I'll do is 53 and just make it a little bit darker. And the last question on this one is, in what classic arcade game do you steer a figure gobbling dots and prizes while being chased by monsters named Blinky, Inky, Pinky, and Clyde? And I do know the answer. I'm not sure. I probably played it briefly as a child. This was definitely, it's a classic arcade game, and that would be the arcade game Pac-Man. Do you remember Pac-Man as a teenager? Pretty sure it was one of the original video games. And yes, that was Pac-Man. So this is the first time, woohoo, that I have gotten all 4 questions correct, I believe. Let me know how you did. This one was actually not too bad. Add a little bit more brown to him up top, and then some white around his eye. I'm gonna go for 33 is this color here. I think so far we've used 35 and 34. So 34 and 35 over here. Let's go with a little bit brighter, and that's the 33. I do have some gel pens with me, so I brought my dual hybrid and my glaze gel pens on vacation. Okay, let me finish off the rest of this bird here. I think I'm going to do 2 of this color. I'll do 2 layers and see how that's looking. And we'll be back. Thought I'd bring you back to show you how I'm blending with the white. So I have used a number 33 to do just an overall coloring, and then a little bit heavier on this end. And then I've bring in my white and starting heavier pressure on the bottom and then just coming up. And it really helps smooth out the color. And I'm not bringing the white all the way up to the top because I want to leave that in the other color, but it really does help smooth it out. So yeah, so I have not been using my normal Gamsol, reaching for that a lot with these pencils, and that's kind of been a nice switcheroo. And then you can just deepen up the colors here. And that's it. So yeah, so that's just blending with white. I don't like leaving a lot of white to the paper showing through, so I think that that kind of looks good. So I'm just gonna do a little bit more blending up here, but I just wanted to bring you back and show you that this white pencil is actually quite nice. I will always wipe off the pencil tip after I'm done coloring over top of another color, because it does get on it, and you do want to wipe that off before you transfer it to another spot on your page. Okay, be right back. Okay, here we are back, and this bird is done. I have not done his tail feathers. They go, they're quite long, and they swoop out and then down all the way to here, and then the female's tail feathers come this way. So I'm going to leave the tail feathers for now. So I'm going to do the ladybird, or the female bird. I am going to use the 2 turquoise colors. So, and then I'm going to bring in, so this set doesn't actually have what I would consider a cream color. It does have this kind of light peachy fleshy color. So that with a bit of white is going to get as cream as I'm going to get. So I'm going to use 18. I'm also going to use 39 and 36, which is a lighter tealy blue and then a darker teal. So that's going to be my female. And while we are coloring her, I'll zoom you in a little bit. There you go. And we'll also go to our second question from the game. I should have known that. And on screen is the card. The first question is, what do you call authors who write books published under the name of another person? So then they're writing under a pseudonym. Sometimes people call them ghostwriters. But what do you call authors who write books published under the name of another person? I'm going to say pseudonym. That's my guess. And the answer is, oops, ghostwriters. Not giving myself any marks for that. I'm going to sharpen this a little bit. The next question is, what is the population of China? Whew. I was going to say 30 million, but I don't think that, I think that's way too low. I'm going to go with 8 billion. That's probably way too high. Okay, approximately 1.4 billion. So I was correct in the, guessing billions, but just not a few too many billion. China has not been one of the flags we have done as of yet, but it will be coming, I'm sure. I've been doing, there will be 5 flags, 5 countries in the flag video at the end, closer to the end of the month, and I have been doing some research on those countries. Okay, we're going to go with this darker teal and see how that color looks. Well, that's pretty. Okay, I like that. And my next question is it possible to whiten your teeth by smiling in the sun for a long time? Oh my goodness. Is it possible to whiten your teeth by smiling into the sun for a long time? Well, the sun does bleach things. However, I do not think that it would bleach your teeth. Your teeth are enamel, so I don't, you'd have to be out there for days. That's a hilarious question. That's my final answer. I'm going to say no. And the answer is no. Phew. Okay, I think that's pretty. Our last question on this card is, what 2 ingredients are found in a screwdriver cocktail? A screwdriver. So I believe that is orange juice and vodka. That's my guess, and the answer is vodka and orange juice. So excellent, I've got 50%, so I got 2 out of 4 on that one. And again, the answers will be at the end of this video. I am going to finish off with this peach color. And I'll be right back, and then we will finish off the tails. I'm trying to think of what colors to. Usually their tails are quite fancy, so let me finish off this little lady here, and I'll be right back. To finish the colors off on this bird, I have chosen number 5, which is kind of my deep yellow, and then also I'm going to bring in the 18, which is the peach, and so put the yellow down first, and then I'm blending the peach on top of it. I think that's going to look nice. It's going to kind of tone the brightness of the yellow down and just deepen it up and give it a bit more rich look. And I left the tips along here white so that the peach picks up that color first, and then blend into the deeper yellow into the center. There you go. So that is how our birds are going to look. Kind of fun. Definitely not colors that I normally go for, so that's good. Blend with the peach color. Okay, let me go off and found a couple of leaves that I've missed. So I'm going to finish off. There's just a couple leaves. They look like stars, and there are actual stars on this page. So I just missed them. So I'm going to complete those. Pick some colors for the flowers here and the little birdies, and I'll be back to complete the page with you. Okay, finishing off this page, I selected an olive green, so it's the only green I hadn't used yet, and I did the vines on each side here, just to give it a little bit of contrast from the leaves. And then I made the birds red and brown. This is a Valentine's page, so I thought, well, I haven't used any red yet, so I thought I would do that. And then I'm going to carry the red down here into the flowers. I did these 2 blue bells here, and I'm going to accent them with some gel pen. So I thought I'd bring in the blue dual hybrid metallic and do the tips up here. And then there's these little dots on here, so I'm just gonna make those, and then they will glitter. And I will do one set of questions and then we'll be done. And the next set is, the first question is, Amnesia Haze and White Widow are strains of what plant? I don't know. I was going to say mushrooms, but I don't think mushrooms are considered plants. Well, let's color these flowers down here as I'm pondering that. I have no idea. Maybe it's like a tea plant? I don't know. The answer is, oh, okay. The answer is marijuana / cannabis. No, I would not have known that. Interesting. I think people should maybe get a bonus one if they knew that one, because that was a very odd and off question. Oh, and I've missed a leaf. Okay, well, I'll go back later and get that leaf done. And I'm still trying to figure out how to do the tail feathers, because usually they're quite bright. I'm going to use the colors from up top, but I thought maybe we'd also bring in a gel pen to brighten it up somehow. So we'll see how that goes. And let's see, our next question is, what are Luxor, Treasure Island, and Bellagio all examples of? Well, those are all examples of Las Vegas hotels. So that's my final answer for that. And I'm going to bring in a darker red. Some of these flowers a little bit different variety. So let's see, the answer is hotels and casinos in Las Vegas. So I'm going to give myself full marks for that. Hopefully this camera setting has been okay, and it's just going to be for a couple months, and then we'll be back to my normal, back home to my normal camera setup. It has been nice to walk my dog Daisy daily outside multiple times a day without dealing with snow and bundling up in snow boots and snow gear. So another question, what does ICE, ICE, mean when it is an entry in a cell phone's address book? Oh, I have no idea. Ice means nothing to me other than frozen water that goes in my drink, or something I'm scraping off my car windshield. Certainly don't think of it concerning my cell phone. Well, I'm gonna have to look that answer up because I have no clue. In case of emergency, ICE, a list of people to be contacted if you become injured or sick. Well, I would just call those emergency contacts personally. Let me know in the comments below if you have ever termed in case of emergency contacts as ICE before. That's a new one for me. I will finish this picture off, and at the end of the video I will show you a completed picture, and of course it'll be included in the completed pages for February 2024. But I do try and finish the page off and show it at the end of my videos, so if you're ever wondering how it turned out. And I am trying just to use these pencils and a few gel pens for this page. I just have the 2 sets of pencils like I mentioned here. So you will be seeing these pencils turn up more and more for the next couple months. And I am having fun with them. So and I'm purposely leaving some white at the end just to switch it up a bit. Okay, our last question for this video is, what is the largest island in the world? And I am going to say that is Australia, because it is the smallest continent and the largest island all at the same time. And Greenland. No! Okay. So Greenland is the largest island in the world. I got 1 out of 4. So we did 3 cards this month, or 3 cards this video, which is 12 questions. And I got how many? Let's see. 7 out of 12. All right, comment below how you did out of 12. And interesting facts and trivia today. I'm always learning something, so that's great. I'll continue on. It's Wednesday. I have shorter videos on Wednesday. We get together and we do something colored or to do with the W. This month, or this week, is wedding, and we are celebrating love and all things mushy. So happy Valentines to you and yours, whether you're celebrating it with your pets or just with a fellow person. I hope you're having a creative and colorful day, and I will see you on Sunday in the next video. Don't forget, there is a link in the description below if you have not already entered the draw for my 2,000 subscriber giveaway. Okay, thanks for coming along and seeing part of this completed, and I will finish it off and show you a picture at the end. Take care for now. Bye-bye.